Most people do not get the job because of this. You have to be very good with the idiomatic part of the language that you would be using to teach your material. So in a Bengali medium school, you would of course be teaching in Bengali. Even if you're teaching the subject of English, you may use a little bit of Bangla because it's a Bangla medium school. But if you're going to an English medium school or a Hindi medium school, your medium of instruction, that is, the language you will use to talk to your children, will be either English or Hindi, in a Hindi or an English medium school. So obviously you would have to be very, very fluent in not the Chalti Hindi or the Chalti Bangla or the Chalti English, the informal English, Hindi or Bangla, but formal English and chaste English, chaste Hindi, chaste Bangla. And why is that? Because when you talk to your students, you have to be very respectful, you have to be polite, even when you're scolding them. You cannot, as a teacher, as a leader, resort to casual language. So then, it's not enough to know the language. It's also enough to understand intonation. It's important to understand the idiomatic expression and know them and have good practice, hold over it. And you would also need to have a fairly good understanding of diction, which is how do you use words, how do you speak to a 16-year-old, and then you would also have to understand how to talk to your principal. What kind of language should you use when you're talking to your principal? There has to be a switch. When you're talking to a class 3 student, your language will be different. When you're talking to a class 10 student, your language will be different. When you're talking to your principal, your language will be different. When you're talking to your colleague, who is your peer and an equal, whom you can joke with and be a little informal with, your language will be different. And then when you're talking at the office or at the bank, your language will be different. So you see, it's not the same English you're using